This is an article out of RIS Media, one of my favorite real estate publications. The title is Data Finds Americans Move Less During the First Year of the Pandemic. To hear real estate professionals describe, or to see real estate professionals describe on social media, the housing market, I would have assumed, I know this is not correct, but from those I would have assumed that significantly more people moved during the first year of the pandemic because, as soon as the market started to open up a little later in the year, the market just went crazy. But data released on November the 17th found that roughly 27.1 million Americans reported living in a different residence than 1 year earlier. This is down from 29.8 million in 2020. The findings marked the lowest rate of movement that the Bureau recorded in 70 years. And that represented an 8.4 mover rate. So 8.4%, which means 8.4% of the households in the U.S. made a move during that year. The pandemic, as you are totally aware, has made it difficult for people to relocate, but some households have some incentives to relocate and some don't. Many aging families and individuals choose to and wish to remain in homes where they raised their families and spent the last 20 or 30 years. In the last decade alone, homeowners and would-be sellers have been staying in their homes longer than in previous years. In 2006, 7, and 8, and don't quote me on these numbers because I don't have verification from the government or some service that this is correct, but we used to say that the average homeowner moved every 7 to 8 years. And then a couple of years later, we were saying the average homeowner moves every 10 years, and now we're saying 12 years. People who buy homes are expecting to stay in them much longer than they would have been in the past. And lack of new construction inventory to help offset some of the inventory shortages in the resale market has been a huge problem right now. And one of the things we need to have more affordable new construction. In Atlanta, affordable new construction means new construction further out from the center of the city. That's what makes it affordable, is the cost of the lots is significantly less than it would be if you bought property near the city. Existing home sales spiked in 2020 with 6.76 million transactions. That's in the United States, 6.76 million transactions. In 2021, it was 6.46 million, so less transactions in 2021 than in 2020. The increased popularity of remote working has prompted homeowner flexibility and new location options, which fueled transactions previously not considered before 2020. What does all this mean? Well, my guesstimation is that you cannot hold back demand for housing. So the demand for housing, or the number of transactions, is being restricted by the lack of inventory, but it doesn't mean that those households who have the desire to own something new or live in a new place or someplace different, it doesn't mean that that desire has gone away. So my guess is that there is a huge pent-up demand of, number one, sellers who would sell their house if they knew they had another place to go that would work within their budget. And number two, there are plenty of buyers who would like to buy a home but have been hesitant to move forward buying a home because they were concerned they wouldn't be able to find a home that would meet their needs. And my guess is, as interest rates start to rise and it puts some downward pressure on the number of buyers who come into the market because it makes homes less affordable, that you might see sellers decide, I need to put my house on the market now before the market changes, and buyers might have lots and lots more opportunities.